So I need to use a construct a triangle using the lengths of these three sides. May June 2011 1 question 23a. Construct using a ruler and compasses only triangles ABC with sides AB as 9 centimeters, BC as 8 centimeters, and AC as 6 centimeters. So which one should we construct using a scale? The longest side apparently, which is, so the smarter choice is to draw AC using the scale. AC or AB, what was the side? AB, sorry, using the scale. I have told you, as you draw, try to label as you draw. Do not wait for the labeling to be done later on. So this is a 9 centimeter line. And you can call this AB. AB, and the length is 9 centimeters. Okay, once you have the length of AB, you need the other two lengths. BC is 8 centimeters and AC is, we will not be using scales directly to draw these lines because we do not know the angle. We do know the length that C is 8 centimeters away from B and C is 6 centimeters away from A. It is 8 centimeters away from B and 6 centimeters away from A, and we will be using a pair of compasses. Figure this out. Let's measure 8 centimeter on the compass. Okay, again, BC is 8 centimeters. That means that it is 8 centimeters away from B. I do not know where C is. All of this is being done to figure out where C is. So try to draw light arcs. C will be somewhere on this arc. Is that right? And it is 6 centimeters away from A. So I will be opening the compass 6 centimeters. While using the compass, I have told you people not to touch the pencil. Just focus on this metallic nib. This should not move from its place. The pencil will make an arc on its own. Do not worry about the arc. Pencil will make an arc on its own. Once you have these arcs intersecting, you exactly know where your point C will be. You can just draw point C from A. It is 6 centimeters away. And from B, it is 8 centimeters away. Make sure you label C, this is 6 centimeters. And from B, this is 8 centimeters. Draw this and let me know when you're done. Okay, so the next question is from June 19 to 1. Question number 5. We are provided with a parallelogram, a rough sketch of the parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. AD is 6, AB is 8, and BD is 11 centimeters. Using a ruler and compasses only, construct an accurate drawing of ABCD. The past paper had the line of AD drawn for you, but if you were given the choice, which line will you draw first? BD is the smarter choice, so I'll be going with you people because we do not have the past paper with us. We are just looking at the question and trying to understand construction. So if I wanted to draw the length of BD first, let me clear this. I'll take a look. AD was 6 centimeters. So BD is 11 centimeters. I'm telling you, label as you draw. This is point D. This was point B. And this is 11 centimeters. Now I know that AD is 6 centimeters. So A is 6 centimeters away from D. A is 6 centimeters away from D. Let's open the compass 6 centimeters. And make an arc of 6 centimeters. and it was 8 centimeters away from B. Sorry, B. I just know the distance of A. I'll open the compass 8 centimeter. ये भी गलत हो गया. Let's do it again. Compass 8 centimeter. Complete the parallelogram. This is just a triangle. It is a parallelogram. In parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. This will also be 6 and CD will be 8. Opposite sides are equal in length. So I have opened it 8 centimeter. I'll be putting an arc 8 centimeters away from B and 6 centimeters away from A. So once I know where my A is, where these arcs intersect, I'll just be completing this particular triangle, which is half of the parallelogram. Make sure that you label it. Well done. This is 8 centimeters and this is 6 centimeters. In parallelogram, we do know that the opposite sides are equal in length. If this is 6 centimeter, BC will also be 6 centimeters and CD will be 8 centimeters. Again, open up the compass. 6 centimeter, I already have it on the compass, so I'll be drawing 6 centimeters from B. And either I can use the scale or already my marking of 8 centimeter. 8 centimeters from B. And wherever these arcs intersect, we'll be completing the diagram or the parallelogram. This is 8 centimeters. This is A. This is C. And this is 6 centimeters. Is this clear? So this is a parallelogram that we have completed. In the second part, the question wanted us to measure the angle DAB. So which angle it wants us to measure? DAB, the angle A. Use a D to measure angle. Whenever the word measure is used, always use a D. Do not go for calculation. Put the center on A and make sure one of your lines, AD or AB, aligns with the zero of the protractor. Now, which zero is aligning with AD? The inner scale or the outer scale? There are two scales of a D, the inner scale. So I'll be reading the inner scale then, which comes to 101. If I would have done it the other way around, if I would have lined up AB with the zero, now which scale will I read? Which scale will I read? The outer one. Again, the angle is around 101. If it is a paper 2, you can use the cosine rule to check whether your angle is correct or not, or how accurate it is. This is 101 degrees. Is this clear? Third, E is the point on BD, such that AE is the shortest distance from A to BD. Shortest distance meaning that it is a, what kind of a line is it? It is a perpendicular line. It is a, you can use a pair of set squares to make this line. This tool does not provide me with that, so I'll be using a D to make a perpendicular line. I do not know where E is. It is on BD, such that from A it has the shortest distance. So I'll be needing to make a perpendicular line. Put your D on BD and move it along till you get A. When A aligns with the 90 degree, that is where you need to stop. Is my A aligning with the 90 degrees? Again, you can use a pair of set squares, but if I do not have that, I'm using my D. When A aligns with the 90 degree, I will be making an arc on that I'll be pointing an angle on the top and the bottom. This is the reason this line is extended over here. And then you can remove your D and use that marking. This is your perpendicular line. Now, where is E? This is the point E. This is the point E. Can you measure it for me? Use a scale and measure it and let me know the value of E. 4 point. Okay, I'll be doing it with you people so that you understand. Put a scale next to it, or you can use a compass as well. Sometimes the scales don't line up with the line exactly. So you can use a compass for the length and then measure it on a scale. It is somewhere around 4.2 or 4.3. So the length of AE is 4.2 or 4.3 centimeters. Is this clear? So we have three towns A, B and C located such that AB is 90 kilometers, BC is 100 and AC is 85 kilometers. The bearing of B from A is 127 degrees. What does it tell me? That if I'm standing on A from A, for example, if I tell you to look at 2 o'clock, where do you people look? If I tell you to look at 2 o'clock, where do you look? Understood, right? So from A, if you want to look at B, you will have to go at 127 degree. That means that if I have an A, if this is my A, and if I make a north from A, from that north, if I go 127 degrees clockwise, I will be getting to B. I do not know the length. I have not written the length right now. This is 127 degrees. Is that right? So now if I want the bearing of A from B, I'll have to make a north on B. And from that north, I'll have to go clockwise till A. This is the angle that I want. So if this is 127, can you tell me this angle using interior angles? Subtract 180 from 127. What will be this angle? 180 minus 127. This is paper 2. You can use the calculator. 53. If this is 53, what will be the bearing? Bearing is a clockwise angle from north. So bearing is 307 degrees. Is this clear? So this part was not about length, it was purely about angles and bearings. Moving on to the next part. Of the three towns, A is the furthest north. It is the northmost town. That means B and C both are below A. Is that right? I already know the bearing of B from A. And I know the distance as well. What is the distance of B from A? That is 90 kilometers. The question has given us a scale of 1 centimeter to 10 kilometers. So when I'll be drawing, what will be my length? My length of AB that I'll draw will be 8 centimeters. My length of AC will be 10 centimeters and my length of BC will be 10 centimeters and AC will be, which was 8.85 kilometers. What will I draw? 8.5 centimeters. My AC will be 8.5 centimeters. Yes, AB will be 9. Sorry, my bad. It was 90 kilometers, so it will be 9 centimeters. So these are the lengths that I am supposed to draw. I do know the bearing. The bearing is already provided in the first part with the entire data. So I'll be starting with A. I'll just draw a part of it and I'll expect you people to complete it with the lengths. So let's just draw A first. I'm showing you the question, don't worry. A, and from A, there is a north and B is at a bearing of 127 degrees. So I do know the bearing of B. So I'll be drawing the exact location of B, 127 degrees. Which scale will I need to use, inner or outer? और से देखो मेरा zero किसके साथ, my zero is aligned with, so I'll be using the outer scale, 127 degrees. I put the marking over here, and B will be somewhere on this line. I do know the length. I've just drawn the line for the angle. I'll be marking the length later on. I'm not worried about the length. This is a bearing of 127 degrees. Now, how far is B supposed to be on this one? 9. Is that right? You can use a scale to measure this 9 centimeter. And wherever you get the length as 9 centimeters, just mark the point over there. So the length has to be 9 centimeters. And wherever you get it as 9, just mark a point over there. बस सही मार्क करेगा, इससे मार्क नहीं कर रहा है. Yes, and this is point B. It is 9 centimeters away. Whenever you make a scale diagram, make sure you mention your scale on top, that 1 centimeter we'll just mention the scale is 10 kilometers. Now I want you to complete the diagram on your own, looking at this data. Give it a try. Measure the bearing of B from C. Whenever the word measure is used, only then you are allowed to measure using a D. Otherwise, you always calculate. Again, when the word measure is used, do not bother calculating. Just measure the bearing of B from C. This is the kind of diagram that you will end up with. Measure the bearing of B from C. So you will draw north where? On B or on C? Bearing of B from C. That means you are standing at C and you are trying to look at B. Bearing of B from C. Draw a north on C, which will be a vertically straight line. Use your D for this. This is north and I need to measure this angle. This will be the bearing of B from C. Use a D. Which scale should I read, inner or outer? Outer, because my zero is lining up with the outer scale. It is somewhere around 75 in my diagram, obviously. Bearing of B from C. So draw a 90-degree vertically straight line on C and then measure this angle. And how am I supposed to write it as a bearing? Show your measurements, and the bearing of B from C will be 0.75. Is that right? You always mention all the digits in bearing.